Hi everyone, good morning.
Hey, hi, good morning, Saru. Hello, everyone.
We'll wait for another 2 more minutes and then we can start. Okay, we'll start. Okay. Thank you for joining. Is there any doubts on day one session? Anybody has any doubts or any concerns? If we can quickly go through that before starting our class. Anyone?
No, no, I don't have any
Oh,
doubt.
okay. Okay. So on day one, we just saw what is the Python. I just gave you the overall view of the Python. What is commands? What is a single line command? What is the multi-line commands? We saw about the how to declare a variable. All those things we saw, and then we saw about the data type, how to do the typecasting and all. Hope you guys remember since we had 1 day break. Okay, so these are the things we just saw. Okay, so now in today's session we have few topics to discuss. One thing is like operator, and then we'll discuss about if else condition, and we will go through about loops. Okay, this is the topic about for today. Okay, so considering the operators. So what is operators? So we have this arithmetic operator, which is basically the addition, subtraction, multiplication, which we do it in a day-to-day life. Okay, so how we can achieve this using Python. Okay, so I'll show you a simple example over here. Okay, so if you see here, it's very simple only. So I have a variable declared a equal to 20. I have a new variable b equal to 10. So with these two variable, we will try to use that arithmetic operators. Okay. So if you see here, it's just I am trying to add these two numbers, that is 20 and 10. My answer output will be 30. So subtraction, it will give you 10. So these are all very simple only. Multiplication, and this is the division. Okay. So and this is this percentage symbol will give you a reminder of, that is a divided by b. It will give you answer output will be 0. Okay, and something we called it as floor division. Okay, what is floor division is like, suppose when you divide a number 24 by 7, if you are getting the output as like 2.5 or 3.5, it will just return the value as the whole number. Only the 2 will be returned. It means the whole number. Okay, I will run this and I'll show you. That's it. I'll comment this out and I'll run this for you. Okay, if you see here, a plus b equal to 30. Okay, subtraction it is 10, multiplication 200, division if you see the output is 2.0. For the percentage symbol, it is like 0. It is returning the reminder value. And floor division, it is 24 divided by 7. If you take it in the calculator, okay, 24 divided by 7. If you see it is 3.4, but what is the output you got it? Only 3. So this is the purpose of the float division. It will just return the whole number. Okay. If you get 7.5, it will return only 7. So this is how it works. Okay. Any doubts till now? It's a very easy thing only. And also we have something called exponents. Okay, I'll show you that. So we have it like, suppose you have 2 to the power of 3. So if you wanted to give that, then you have to use the double asterisk. That is called exponent. So 2 to the power of 3, it is like 8. This is the function of exponent. Okay. And we have something called membership operators. Okay. So the membership operators is nothing but in and not in operator. What does that in will do is like, it will come and check whether the particular value is present in this or not. So if you see here in the line number 25, I am checking whether apple is present in fruits or not. This is the fruit. Okay, this is called list. I will cover you in the next session what is list and all. So as of now, this is a list. Okay, it will come and check whether the apple is present in fruits or not. If it is present, it will return true. If it is not present, it will return false. Same thing only, it will check whether jack is not present in the fruit. If it is not present, it will return true. If it is present, it will false. It's just the opposite of in. So these are called the membership operators. Okay, I will run the exponent and the other things now for you. 1 second. I will comment others. Okay, so let's try to run it now. See here, exponent, it is returning 8. Okay, as I mentioned, apple in fruit. Apple is present in this fruit, so it is returning true. Jack is present not in fruit. We don't have jack in fruit. Okay, so it is returning true. Now, if I give apple not in fruit, it means it will return false, because apple is present in the fruits. It should not be present, but it is present, so it is returning false. This is called membership operator. We will use this in and not in our programming, like most of the real time cases we will be using it. Okay, so and also we'll have comparison operator, that is it will come and check whether the like variable 1 is equal to variable 2. If it is not equal, less than or equal to, greater than or equal, less than, greater than, those things also we are having. Those are called comparison operators. Okay, I will show you. Okay, if we see here, I have A equal to 20, B equal to 10. I'm checking A is equal to B. That is called A is equal to B means it will show you. I'll show you. Okay, see here. If my A equal to B, it is false because 20 is not equal to 10. So it is returning false. If it is not equal to B, it is returning true. A is less than or equal to B, it is returning false. So it will return it as a Boolean value. So this is called comparison operator. We all have this equal to, not equal, less than or equal. So all these operators are available in Python. Okay, and apart from this we have this logical and, logical or logical not. Okay, so what is this logical and or not means? When you have a multiple conditions, we will use this and or. Okay, so for example, I have A and B. I wanted to check if my A is greater than 5 and B is less than 10. Okay, so this will for this purpose, if I wanted to meet both the condition, I will use and. If I want to check, okay, if any one of the condition is getting satisfied, then at this case I will use or. A is lesser than or 5 or B is less than or 5. So if any one of the condition is satisfied, then that should be fine. Then for this purpose I will be using or. Okay, not, it will return the reverse of it. I know if it is A is greater than 5 because A is 10 here, and it is obviously it is greater than 5, but I want it to be false. So I'll be using it as not. Okay, so I'll run this for you. See here. So I'm returning true. A is greater than 5 and B is less than 10. So it is returning true. If any one of the condition is satisfied, then it is true. Okay, so this because we have our condition. Okay, and not is like the reverse of it. Any doubts till now? I'll take a pause over here. And or it's a very simple thing only.
Hmm.
So
I just want to know the syntax which you mentioned. Can you please tell me, because we are mentioning two times, like print and then we give condition, then colon and then comma, and then we again mention a greater than
Hmm.
b. And
Okay. It's
so,
nothing. Okay. Got it,
uh,
Diksha. Sorry. Okay. So you are talking about this one, right? This is
yes.
not the condition. Okay. This is like a print statement which I wanted to print it. Okay.
Ah,
I
okay,
can
okay,
give it,
got it,
yeah, whatever. Greater also I can put. Now,
got
if
it.
you run it, see here. Greater true. It's just a uh,
Comment like
command.
text,
Yes.
text, text,
Exactly.
because you mentioned in the double quote. Sorry,
Hmm.
sorry, I missed.
Okay.
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 Any doubts? Any other doubts? Okay. Okay. Diksha, you're clear about and or condition, right?
Yeah, yeah, I'm clear. And not is like opposite. Like if the
Yes.
according to not, if the condition is yes,
Hmm.
so it will
Hmm.
like change it to no,
Hmm.
true or
Correct.
false. Okay.
Yes, yeah, absolutely you're right. Okay. So now we'll have it like assignment operators. Okay, so we all know equal to is a assignment operator. It means for this x variable and assigning the value as 10. Okay, so for this I wanted to add 5. How will you do it? X is equal to, okay, I wanted to add mean 5 plus 10. So what you're doing, you're adding the value 5 to the variable x. Okay, so how you can do is like, already x is having value as 10, so you can give plus or equal to. It means what it does is it will add the value 5 and assign it back the value as assign new value, it will get assign it back to the x. Okay, so for example, I'll show you over here. See here, my value is 15. This is same as, for example, let's have a variable as y equal to 10. Okay, y equal to y plus 5. Okay, print 5. Sorry, print y. So now if you see the variable value as y, it is same 15 only. Either you can define it like this or you can define it like this. That is x is, you are adding the value 5 and you are assigning the new value again to the same variable. So this is also it will work. Okay, not only with the plus, you can use minus operators also. So if you want to minus 5 and assign the value back, you will be able to do it. See here, now it became 5. You can do multiplication, whatever arithmetic operators we saw, right? All those things it will be done over here. Like this you will be able to do it. Okay, so that is what I have defined it over here. See here, assignment after multiplication, assignment after division. We saw the arithmetic operators, right? All those things can be done like this. Okay, so this is one thing. And I wanted to see here, if you give equal operator, that is a equal to 10 means you are assigning the value. As I mentioned, if it is double equal to mean, it will check whether the variable a and b are equal. Okay, so it is true. If it is not equal to means just an exclamatory equal to. What it does is it will say if it is not equal. Okay, so here it is both are equal, so it is returning true. If I give here like this, it will return true. Okay, so these are the operators which we have it in Python. We have arithmetic operators in, we have this membership operators which is in, not in, equal operators, not equal, less than or equal, comparison operator, then assignment operators, logical operators, we have it. Any doubts till now in operators? I'll move on to the next. So next we have it called conditional statements. Okay, so conditional statement is used to make decisions in the program. Okay, so it tells the Python what to do if a condition is true or false. Okay, this is the syntax. If my condition colon and what is the statement I wanted to execute. Okay, so example, if you see here, I have given age equal to 18. Okay, if my the age variable is greater than or equal to 18, then I wanted to print this, you are eligible to vote. So this is just a simple thing. If my condition is met, I want the block of code I wanted to execute. That's a very simple thing. So in Python, okay, I'll show you that. Okay, so in Python, how do you define a block of code is like, uh, as I mentioned, the indentation works should be proper. Okay, so it should be like either four spaces or it should be one tab. Okay, so the first print statement, that is line number 3, it will get executed only my condition is true. It will not execute it if my condition is not true. Okay, for example, I'll define 50. My age is 50. Definitely, age 50 is greater than 18. So this piece of block of code, this print statement will get executed, and the print statement which is outside the if block also it will get executed. This line number 3 is inside the if block. It is line number 4 is it's outside the if block. Okay. So now we will run this. Okay. So wait. Something. Okay, see here. Print you're eligible to vote. Print end of the if block. Both the print statement has been executed. Now I have age equal to 8. It means my condition is false right now. So what it will happen? Whether it will print this statement or it will print both. Any idea? Anybody can unblock yourself and talk.
It will print end of if block because the
Yes.
condition failed. So if a statement not
Yes.
executed, so that's why.
Correct, Diksha. Yeah, right. So if you see here, only the end of if block is executed. So this will skip this one. Okay, this will not even enter into this block because this condition is not met. Okay, so this is the if condition. Okay, now I have a if else logic. What is if else is like? Right now we saw our condition is met, the code got executed. If my condition is false, it just come out of it. Suppose if the condition is false, I want some other piece of code to be entered. That is, my condition is false or something. I wanted to enter. For that only, we are having the if else block. Okay, it's very simple. What you have to do, same thing only. If I'm giving the condition colon, what I mean, I'm telling if my condition is true, print this statement. Else, print this statement. That's all. Print this. If the condition is met, this should piece of code should enter, or else it should print this one. I'll run this code. See, now my condition is and met, so it is printing eligible to vote. Okay, if my condition is not met, it will go to the else block. See here. Okay, not eligible to vote. So this is the difference between if and if else block. Okay, we have, suppose I have multiple conditions. Okay, for example, let's take mark. Okay, so I have mark. If it is mark, uh, okay, suppose I have a student A. Okay, student B, student C. Okay, if my mark is between 80, then my grade should be A. If it is between 70, then my grade should be B. Okay, if my mark is between 50, it should be C. If it is below 50, that is 40 or something, my grade should be D. So what is happening is like I have multiple condition over here. So every time you wanted to verify, okay, if it is 80, it should be A. If it is 70, it is B. So we have multiple conditions over here. How can you handle this type of condition? So for that purpose only, we have something called elif statement. That is, it is used to check the multiple condition. I'll show you that. Okay, see here. As of now, I have mark is as 75. If my mark is greater than or equal to 90, I wanted to print my grade as A. If it is greater than 75, I wanted to print it as B. So what I'm using, elif condition. Same thing only. Elif, if it is greater than or 50, grade C. Else, I would say print fail. That's all. So it's just a multiple conditions you're checking it, and then if nothing is has been falling into my criteria, I'm just printing it as fail. So this is the uh, thing for elif condition. So elif can be used only on multiple condition. So see here, I'm defining the mark as 75. So my condition B, that is the second condition, is met. So I'm getting the output as grade B. Any doubts? Okay, I'll move on to the next. So we have something called nested if. What is nested if? Yeah, condition which is inside the so nested if means a if condition, it is inside the another if condition. Okay, that is called nested if. Okay, so I'll show you that. Okay, so I have defined a I value as -7. My first if condition will check if my I is equal to 0. Then it will come inside. If my I value is 0, then it will come into this next condition. Then I am checking if my I is greater than 0, I would say number is positive. Okay, else I am printing number is 0, or else this else comes for this first if condition. My number is negative. So let me run it for you. So here it says number is negative because my I, it says it is equal to 0. So here my I is not even equal to 0. So it will come. So let me give some other value. I equal to 5. Okay. So what it will happen? I should not give. Maybe I should give it as I is greater than 1. Greater than 1. I equal something like this I'll give. Okay. So now I'll print this thing. Okay. So this is called nested if. A condition, if condition which is inside the if condition is called nested if. So here comes a part. Okay, I'll ask you a question. So what then, in what purpose we will use this elif condition, and what are the scenarios we will use the nested if condition? Anyone have any idea? In which situation we will use nested if, in which situation we will use elif condition?
So nested if we are using if we have more than one condition to be applied, because here we are using two types of if, like we are entering two conditions. So I guess that's why we are using nested if. And elif if we have many outcomes, or we have many kind of situation to be compared.
Okay, so you are near to it. Okay, so elif is like a multiple conditions. That is, you're right. Okay, but nested if, when do we use it? For example, I wanted to check the first condition every time. So if the first condition will get verified every time, and then it goes inside for the multiple thing. So when there is, but here you are not checking on any of, so it will come and check all the condition over here. The condition is unique over here, but here I wanted to enter all these piece of block code. Okay, so when the only when this condition is met, or got it, if my I value is greater than 1, then only this piece of code should get entered. So in this case only we will use nested if. But here my conditions are unique. Okay, so I'm just checking whether my marks are greater than or equal to some value, then print this value. Just a unique value. But here it is not like that. If for before the I'm applying one if condition, I have a prerequisite where whether this value is greater than or equal, whether this value applies to whether it is true, then only this if condition should apply. That is the criteria. So in real life, when you have a prerequisite or precondition, then at this case we will use the nested if. You got it, Diksha? Others?
Yes, yes. So shall we write that elif as else if, like you have mentioned elif? So
No,
are
no, you cannot
okay,
write it
okay,
as else if, because elif
okay,
is the proper syntax of Python.
okay, okay. Okay. And also here we are mentioning double, sorry, that colon. So instead of semicolon, we are using simple colon here, like I equals to 5, and you mention if and then colon, then again
Hmm.
if then colon.
Hmm.
So this is the ideal, like this is a syntax for Python.
Yes, yes, correct, exactly, exactly.
So where we are basically using colon, like if any condition and enter like ends, or is there any specific places where we are using this colon? Because after print we are not using colon, but after
Hmm.
else if condition we are using colon.
Hmm.
So
Okay. In I'm not sure, like yeah, in a basic like C or C++, we will use after print statement we'll put semicolon or something,
correct,
but in
correct.
Python it is very simple. Okay, if for else condition we will put the this colon, and also functions. Okay, I'll cover the functions part also. In functions also, while defining function we'll put the colon. Other than that we don't use colon anywhere else, Diksha.
Okay,
A
okay,
like if else condition, for loop. So while defining those things, at the time only you use colon. Apart from this, for print statement or any other thing, we will not use colon.
okay.
Okay, so you guys are clear what is nested if and what is if else condition? Guys, anybody other than Diksha can unmute yourself and talk. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we all move, we can move to the next part, that is a for loop. Okay, so what is a for loop mean? It is used to repeat a block of code. Okay, suppose I have a sequence. Okay, so for each item in the sequence I wanted to run a piece of block of code, means at the time you can use the for loop. For example, I wanted to print, okay, 1 to 10. Okay, so I have written. what it will learn, it has to run in the loop. That is, it should print 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is like a repeatedly I'm writing it. Okay, so how we can achieve this is using a for loop. For that purpose only for loop. So the condition syntax is very simple. For variable in sequence and the code should be executed. For example, I have a list over here. This is a variable fruit and this is a list. I want to print all the items in this list, that is apple, banana, mango, all three. I wanted to get it print. How can I achieve this? For I have to define a variable. Fruit is my variable. You can define instead of fruit I can define it as x, y, z, whatever you want you can define it. Okay, in I'm using the in condition. Okay, in fruits in means the list. Okay, and then I'm printing the fruit. Okay, I'll execute for you guys this one. See here, now what it will happen? Here I've defined it as x, so I'm printing making it as x. If we run this, see here, apple, banana, mango. So I'm not writing uh, like writing print. I can write it like this also. Print apple in fruits. Okay, see here. Because I have apple in fruit. Print banana in fruits. But I don't want to repeat. If you have, if you wanted to print each and every value, you have to write three print statement. Okay, so this is a waste of time. So for that purpose only we have for loop. Okay, so the for loop will be like I am using the same print condition for all the three. I'm not writing it separately. So that is the purpose of for loop in the Python. Okay, not only in Python, we have many other things also. So you can use the for loop in the string function also. So let's consider, see here, I have a string called name, so a variable called name. In that I am storing the value as welcome. So if I wanted to print this welcome, how it will print it? Let's see. See here, it will loop through each value. That is, first it will loop W, then it will goes to E, then it comes to L, C, O, M, E. So each line it is getting printed. This is how you can loop through string also. Any doubts till now?
Yes, I have. So basically, like in Java or in other languages, we are mentioning
Mm,
like for loops as equals to the like initialize value, then give condition, and then we are using increment in
mm,
the for loop which I used. Here, I'm
mm,
not able to understand the syntax property, like how because for x like how we are because earlier you show us that in we are using to validate the values that if
mm,
anything present in particular list,
mm,
then we
mm,
are giving true and false. So
mm,
here how we are printing this value, because for x, what I understand that if x is present in this particular array, then we can print. So
mm,
actually, I'm not understand this syntax here,
mm.
Abigail. So,
Okay, see, its syntax is very simple. Okay, it will just, it's not only, it's not x
mhm,
is present, it will loop through the value. It will come and verify, it will just, x is nothing,
mhm,
it's just, it will take first apple and then it will print, then it will take banana, then it will take mango. Okay, so whatever value is there, it will just print it. Okay, so here I'm defining welcome. So what it does is like, it will just
mhm.
go to W, then it go to E, then it go to L, then it go to O, then it go M, A. Okay, it will not come and check whether apple is present, mango is present. Then only it will print. Okay, you got it. So don't get confused between those two things.
And what is in where why we are using in here? What is in basically in Python?
See, by in condition, as I mentioned in the like we saw, like it will come and check whether the value is present or not. But
Correct.
for loop, this is the condition. It will check whether my value. I'm telling this value is present here, and then I'm printing for the that is the syntax of for loop. I'm telling X is nothing but it will represent each item in the list. Okay, so see here, for apple in fruit. See here now what it does. Nothing. It you if I type apple also, it is printing each value only. So what it does is like it's just a representation of this value. Okay. So you're just defining a variable, and then I wanted to like this is a temporary variable. So apple. So here, if it is x means initially it will take apple here, then it will print it. Then banana will come. Then mango will come. So it's just trying to check the value, and it will not check it. Whatever value, it's just loop it. That's it.
Okay, okay. And here we are not giving anything like
Uh,
plus plus something as
no,
we
no,
given in
nothing.
Java
It's just a very simple.
automatically.
Yes, it will
Okay.
just automatically loop through the value. You don't have to give that plus plus I equal to one. Nothing
Mm-hmm.
like that. It will just automatically does it. Whatever value is there, see here. Now I'll add one more value. Okay, I'll just print car. Uh, Jug, something value I'm giving it. So now also it will just print it. It will just whatever value you give, it will just loop through the value and it will just print it. That's it. You don't have to the I plus plus. Whether you have to, it is end of the list. Nothing. It's very simple.
And this is array, correct? This minus one. Apple is on the minus one condition, then zero, one, two, three. Uh, this is fruits is an array here, correct?
This is not an array. This is called list
Okay.
in
List.
Python. Okay, so I'll
Okay,
explain it
okay,
like
okay, okay.
list. Okay, so now as of now, if something with square bracket comes, it is called list over here in Python.
Okay. Okay.
Mm, clear?
But how the values are assigning to x here? Is it Python syntax? Like we are
That
not
is
using
Python.
anywhere x.
No, we are not using. This is a Python. You can define whatever value you want. I can tell item also. See here. Just it's just a user friendly. You can define whatever you want. See here. It will just print it.
Okay, so all the array values will assign to that
Ah,
item.
correct, correct, exactly. You can give whatever value. It's not only X or I or Y. You can give whatever value. It's just a variable name. How you define X is equal to 10. You are not, there is no meaning to it, right? Same thing only. Here you are saying it's just an item, is a syntax. This is the syntax of the Python for for loop.
Okay, and if you want to print specific value from that array, then we can give directly, right? As
Hmm,
you mentioned,
hmm, hmm,
apple.
hmm, hmm.
Okay, okay.
Okay. So I'll move on to the next. Okay. So I have something called range function. Okay. Range function means it starts the sequence of number starting from 0 by default and it will increment. For example, we saw, okay, I wanted to print the value from 1 to 10. Okay. So how you can achieve it? So what it will does is the range function, it will print 0 first. It will start from 0. That is the default. By default, it will start from 0. Then it will print 1, it will print 2 because it will increment by 1 by default. It will 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and it will stop at 9. Okay, it will not print the 10th value. That is 10, it will not print because that is the default value. It will skip the last value because it starts from the 0. That is the beauty of range function. Okay, so I will show you an example over here. Okay, let's see. For for range function also I'm using x in range. I am saying 1 to 10. Print the value from 1 to 10. Print x. Okay. So what it does is it will print. See here. It starts from sorry. It will print. Sorry. It will print from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The last value it will be sorry. One second. I'll tell you one second. Okay. If I say range of 10 means it will start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it will print from 0 to 9. Okay, so this is it will start from the 0. Okay, you guys are clear now till now what is the range function?
No, I'm not able to understand why, what is actually
Okay.
range function? Like why we are using this range function? What is the
Okay,
use?
range function, it's just nothing, Diksha. So it is like a simple function. It is a built-in function of the Python. Okay, it will suppose in real time you wanted to check, you wanted to see the sequence or something, you wanted to print it, you will use the range function. Okay, let's consider you wanted to print 1 to 10 or 1 to 20. It's not only print, you wanted to check any condition. In this case, you will use the range function. What is this range condition will do is like it will just loop the values. Okay, it will print the value. It starts from 0 and it will skip the last number. Okay, then 0 to 9 it will get printed. This is the purpose of range function. It's just a built-in function of Python.
Do we use any other condition also in range function? Like, do we use some other like we have more example like how we can use range
Hmm,
function?
I'll tell you. I have example. I'll tell you. But you
Okay, okay.
understand what is this range function? Did you understand that?
I what I understood is like it is always like whatever value
Hmm,
you provided here,
hmm,
it should
hmm,
start from zero,
hmm.
and last
Correct.
value always skip.
Correct. That's it. Okay, I'll tell you the real time example. Okay, so now I wanted to instead of I don't want to start it from 0. I wanted to start it from 1. Okay, so or else let's consider I wanted to start it from 3. Okay, if I give 3 comma 10, what it does it like it will start from 3 and it will end it at 9 10. It means it will print it till 9 only. For example, I'll run this condition. See here. What is this? Earlier we saw it starts from 0. Here it is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So only these values are printing. So now here also comes if I wanted to here by default it is getting incremented by one value. Okay. If I wanted to increment by two value, that also I can give it. For example, comma 2. What it does is like instead of I'm starting it from 3, I wanted to increment it by 2. That is 3 plus 2 it will be 5. 5 plus 2 it will be 7. 7 plus 2 it will be 9. That will be my output. Now let's see. See here 3, 5, 7, 9. It will just automatically increment. You can give, if I give 100 and I wanted to increment it by 5, that is also possible. So see here. See, it is just incrementing 3, 8, 13, 18, 23, 28. So this is the beauty of range function. Okay, now coming to your question. So I'll show you one real example over here. See here. This is a very simple function which this is a simple program. So I wanted to check whether my number is odd or even. Okay, so what I'm doing here, I'm defining, okay, as of now I'll keep it as simple. Okay, what I'm defining uh, for I in range of 6, that is range of 6 mean 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is the range of 6. Am I right? I want to check all these 5 values whether this is that is 0 is even or odd, 1 is even or odd, 3 2 is even or odd. So how can I achieve for I in range of 6? Then it will come I is divisible by 2. If it is equal to 0, then I'll print this value is even. If it is not divisible by 0, that is my output is not equal to 0, then it is odd. Okay. So now let's run this condition. See here. First it will come 0. 0 is divided by 2. If we do, the output will be 0 only. So it is equal. Then it is even. So like some, so it will loop through each value. For this purpose only, I am using the range function. So like this only we will be using the range function in real life as well. You guys got it or you want me to explain it again or the other way? You can tell me. Hello?
Yeah. Now I'm pretty much clear about this range function, how this is working. Yeah.
Huh? Okay, you guys are clear, right? Okay, this is how it works. So the range function, it is used to it will give you the number so that you can loop through the value and you can use it inside. It's a very simple program to check whether the number is odd or even. That's it. Okay, clear, right? Okay. Now I'll move to the next thing. We have something called break and continue. So break means, for example, let's take, I wanted to print value 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Till 10 I wanted to print, but after 6 I wanted to stop my execution. So here if I give break, what it will come? What it does it like, it will stop the condition, just it will come out of the loop. Okay, after this break statement nothing will execute. 7, 8, 9, 10 and all, it will not get executed. That is the beauty of break. Okay, and suppose I wanted to print, so same thing, I wanted to print 1 to 10, but I wanted to skip the 5 alone. So here if I give continue, what it does it like, okay, it will skip 5, 8, 9 and 10. So that is how. So it will print 1 to 10, but the 5 alone it will skip it because I have given it as continue. I'll show you an example. See here, same simple example. For I in range of 1 to 10, I have given, I'm starting it from 1. I'm not starting it from 0. Okay. So if my I value is equal to 5, then I'm telling break. That means skip that value. Break is nothing, skip it. Sorry, uh, not skip. So that is continue. Break it means after 5, don't print anything. So if you give break, it will not end. See here. It will print 1, 2, 3, 4. It is just breaking the loop and it is coming out of it. Nothing will get executed. Okay, that is the purpose of break. So now same thing I'm using, instead of break, I'll use continue. Okay, so here you see here. What it does is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 got skipped. Again, it is printing. It is just continuing the loop. 6, 7, 8, 9. It's not even entering this condition because my I value is, if it is I, I'm giving it as continue. So it is just, again, it is looping through the other values. This is the use of break and continue. Break means after break condition, nothing will get executed. Continue means it will skip that value and again it will start with the other values. Is it clear or is it confusing?
No, I'm clear. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Diksha, for being attentive. Okay, so next we have, it is like nested loop. Okay, what is nested loop? So nested loop means the loop is like a loop inside an another loop. It is called nested loop. Okay, so this is the syntax. It's very simple. I'm giving a for loop. Inside my for loop, one more for loop is there. Okay, that is called my nested loop. Okay, so what is does it like? My inner loop will run each time for the every iteration of the outer loop. For example, I have 1, 2, 3. Okay, so what? Sorry, 3 will not print, right? I am giving the range of 1 comma 3. It means 1 and 2 only. This is my outer loop. Okay, this is my outer loop, or you can consider as a first loop. Okay, my inner also range of 1 comma 2. This is my inner loop. Till now it is clear. Okay, so what it does is, my it will come inside the outer loop, it will come inside the inner. What is like the first item of my inner loop, it will run for 1 comma 1. That is, it will run like this. Then my first item will run for the second item. Okay, so it will be 1 comma 2. Okay, so again the second item. So it will be 2 comma 1, 2 comma 2. So this is how each item will iterate over the each item of the outer loop. That is the meaning over here. Inner loop completely for every iteration of the outer loop means each item will run for every item in the outer loop. So my one will run for first element, second element. It will go, if I have 3, it will run for 3. So it will be 1 comma 3. You got it? Is it clear?
No, sorry, actually, I'm not able to like inner loop, outer loop, I know, but how this execution you are showing in this
Okay, no,
notepad?
no. I'll print and show you for your understanding. I typed it in Notepad. Don't worry. See here. I'll run it and show you. See here. So it's very simple, Diksha. See here. If I give you only the first loop, what it prints? Any idea? So can you tell me the output of first loop alone? Consider you
Uh,
you have only the first loop. Okay. What it will
okay.
print?
So basically means that the range should start from 1 and goes
Hmm,
up to 2, because 3 we are not,
hmm,
we are skipping
hmm,
in range.
hmm,
So we are printing I. So in that way the it should display 1 and 2.
hmm.
The output
Yeah,
should be 1 and
correct. So you got 1 and 2.
2.
Till now you're clear. Clear.
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm defining one more loop. Okay. So I am printing I comma j.
Mm,
Okay. What it does is I have one value, that is this for loop also I'll have 1 and 2. Am I right? Because it
mm,
will start
yes,
from
yes,
1,
yes.
2. Now what it does is like this one value, consider it as like a multiplication. Okay, you have this if you know Cartesian product or something, what it does is, or else I'll open it in Excel. I'll show you. Wait, I'll show you. Okay, so consider this is my first loop. Okay, and consider this is like my second loop. What this is like it, this one. Okay, it will go through here first value. So 1 comma 1 it will be 1, 1 comma 2 it will be 2. So 2 into 1 it will be 2, sorry 1, and then it will, sorry, 2 comma 1. Okay, if it is confusing, leave this. Okay, it will loop through each value. So what to say, or else I can define it in other words. If it is 1 comma, or else I'll give you other value also. Right. Hmm. Now if you see here, we'll got it. See here, what it does is like my range function, it will start from 2. Mm, see here, each value it will, see here, 1 comma 2, 1 comma 3, 1 comma 4, 2 comma 2, 2 comma 3, 2 comma 4, each
Okay,
value will loop through.
got it. The output of the first
Mm,
for
mm,
is like taking the
mm.
value for the j as well.
Correct.
So for
Yes,
first we
yes.
have 1 and 2, and for j we have 2, 3, 4. So
Mm,
that's why we are giving 1 into 2, then 1
mm,
into 3,
mm,
then 1 into 4.
mm.
Okay, now I got it.
Got it
So
right.
how this thing is happening? Like this is the syntax of this thing. Like if
Correct.
we are giving. Okay.
Yes, this is just, you don't have to print like I comma j. You can print I value. See here, I'll give you I value is comma I. I'm printing the I value. You can print it separately as well. See here, J
Okay.
value is, you can print it separately also. See here. Now it is I value is 1, J value is 2. You can print it anyway, but for your understanding, I just gave it as I comma J.
Okay.
Okay, so it is not like every time you have to say it like I comma J. Nothing like that. So it is like a, it will loop through each value 1 comma 2, 1 comma 3,
Mm.
1 comma 4, 1 comma 5. This is the nested loop condition. Any other doubts? You guys are clear?
Yes.
Okay. So we have other loop called while loop. Okay. A while loop is used to repeat a block of code as long as the condition is true. Okay. So I'll tell you how it is. See here. So I have defined a value called so variable called count equal to 5. And what I'm saying, my count is greater than or equal to 0, then print this count. Okay. But here you have to define this condition. Diksha, you asked it right, whether we have to give it like I plus or equal to 1, that I plus plus minus
Correct.
minus.
Mm.
Ah, for while loop, you have to mention this. I'll tell you why while for while loop alone you are using it. Okay, so consider right now, you consider what is, I'll explain you how this while loop works, then I'll tell you why we are using this. Okay, so 5, my count is 5, it will come inside this. Okay, so what it will happen, I'll run and show you first. See here, this is also looping the value. Okay, that is, mm, what I'm saying, if it is greater than 0, it will come first, it will come 5, it will come inside it. Okay, so 5 it will come. What it does, it's just printing the value first to 5. Then what I'm doing, count minus 1, that is it. It is simple, count minus 1, that is the meaning earlier. Minus 1 means now my count value became 4. So again it will come into this loop value. It is greater than 0. It will print the value 4. Now again I am minusing 1. Okay, so like that it will loop through the value as long as the condition is met. It will loop the value. If the condition is so, after 1, what it will come, 1 is greater than 0, it is printing. So again 1 minus 1, it became 0. Now it will come and verify 0 is not greater than 0. My condition got failed, so the loop got stopped. This is the purpose of while loop. Did you guys get this, or you want me to explain it again, or in a better way I can do that? While, like for loop, while is also used to loop the value. So I wanted to print 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Until unless my condition is met, it will loop through the value. So for that only while condition is used.
And if we give print after this count equals to count minus 1, then what will happen? This print
Okay, let's
statement.
try it. If you want, you can try that. See here.
Yeah.
It will print the count value of after minusing 1, you will get that count, right? That value it will
Okay.
get printed.
Okay. Okay. Because
Mm,
whatever output I'm like
mm,
first count equals to 5,
mm,
then yes, count
mm,
greater than 0,
mm,
true. Then
mm,
minus 5, minus 1, 4.
mm.
Okay.
This is like before minusing 1, and that is like after
Hmm.
minus 1.
Okay.
You got it right. Okay, now I'll tell you why do I want to give this count of minus 1. Okay, I will comment this line. Okay, now let's see what is happening. See here, it is going on infinity condition. Okay, so my count value is 5. Okay, it loop through the value. Okay, so it is always my 5 will be greater than 0 only. Okay, so this is coming as infinity condition. So for that purpose only we are giving, I am decrementing the value, count is minus 1. So then only my condition will get false, the loop will get break. For that purpose only I am giving count equal to count minus 1. So if you want it, you can stop the execution now. Okay, you got it why we are using count equal to count minus 1.
Yes, because otherwise the loop will continue to infinite times because
Yes.
we have no
Mm.
condition to be stopped.
Yes. For that purpose only, we are using count equal to count minus 1. So here also we can use the break which we sought. Okay. So I am saying if count equal to 3, then break. Okay. So now let's try it. See here. What it does, 5 and 4 only it runs. If my value is equal to 1 when it comes to 3, it is just breaking the loop. This is also one way. So if I say continue instead of break, can you tell me, anyone can tell me what will be the output? Any idea? If I
So it
give
should
continue.
give 5, 4, skip 3, and then
Hmm.
2, 1.
Yes, exactly. See here. Okay. So that is how it will skip the value and then it will be okay. So
Hold on. Sorry, Abigail. Why it was not skipped something? Because yeah, if count double equals to 3, okay, means because it is giving me 5, it is giving us 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I'm little bit confused. If count equals to 3 and then continue, so it should not skip 3 value.
okay, sorry, something is wrong with my code.
Uh,
Okay, the three should get
uh,
skipped. Okay, so it didn't skip it. Why it is skipped? Mm, okay, I'll check and let you know why it did this skip. Okay,
yeah, yeah, please.
yeah. So, but it should skip. Okay, so this is the purpose of uh thing. Okay. Okay, so here I'll tell you. So when to use the for loop and when to use the while loop. Okay, so the for loop, when we will be using it, like when we know how many times the loop should run. Okay, so for example, we saw, right, for 1 to 3, that is for the starting from 1 to 3, you know only these many times my loop should run. So in this case, my loop should in this case you can use for loop. But the while loop is like you don't know until unless my condition is like condition becomes 0, you have to run it. So you don't know how many times it should run. So in this case, the until unless my condition is false, you wanted to run it. Okay. So you don't define only run for 5 times. You don't define only for run for 10 times. So you do until unless the condition is met, so it became false, you have to run it. So in this purpose, we will be using the while loop.
I have doubt in this aspect because see, count we already mentioned equals to 5, so we know how many times
So
we
this is a
want.
very simple thing. Okay, so suppose you have
Uh,
considered it in real time, you don't know the count. Okay, so you are giving some other value. Okay, so until unless this condition it meets, it will run, it will loop through the value. Here you have defined the value because it's a very simple program. Okay, in real time, you don't know like how many times you wanted to run it. Okay, suppose, okay, let's consider I'm giving the user is defining the value. Okay, here you have defined it upfrontly. My count is 5. In real time, consider user might give 100 also. Okay, so if the condition and you have to loop through the value till 100. If you wanted it as if user is giving 50, at this time also it should run. So for that purpose, you will be using the while loop. Clear? Or
yeah, got it.
any other doubt?
I have one doubt regarding the syntax stuff because
Okay.
see, the syntax of Python is totally different from Java. So is there like how I can able to learn the syntax actually? Like concept, if I'm clear, like these are the operators we have for while loop. But the thing is, how I can remember the syntax of this stuff, because syntax is somewhat very different. So, what is the best way to, learn the syntax of the Python? If we want to like do by playwright coding and other stuff, so how I can remember the syntax for different stuff?
Mm, okay, so learning syntax, you
Mm,
don't have to memorize and all.
mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, not memorize, but is there any way? Because uh, how I can obviously practice, when I start
uh,
practicing it, I'm able to learn. But somehow, like, is there any way how we can remember syntax? Like, this is the syntax for all these stuff, and where, because in, as you said, in the condition times where we are putting the condition, we are putting this colon, but if we don't have any condition, we are not putting anything. So this is mandate, like this is applicable in all the Python places, like this is applicable for Python, like whenever we are putting some condition, we are putting colon, and if we are printing or anything,
mm,
we don't need to put this colon. So these
correct.
small things, I just want to remember, like this is the standards we are
Yes,
following some stuff.
Diksha, this is the standard, Diksha. You have to, like, while practicing only, you will
Mhm.
be able to get this thing. Without
Okay.
practicing, you will not be able to. So, Python, it is like user friendly only. I know
Mhm.
it will be little confusing between Java and Python
Mhm.
because in Java you have like curly braces and all, but here it
Mhm.
is very simple. We will not separate the piece of code by using curly braces. As I mentioned, here everything works with indentation only. If you
Mhm.
give one
Correct.
wrong indentation, the program will not run, it will throw the error. Okay,
Mhm. Mhm.
so by practicing only you will be able to understand, Diksha.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's all for the day because we saw loops and all. So you can practice it. Uh, After that, we will go by, we'll in the next class we'll have what is functions, what is the scope of the variable and all, because we today we saw many topic, it might be confusing for you, so I'll take a pause here. So we go and check what is like practice and practice, like what is a, what is LF, what is for loop, what is range function, everything whatever we learned today, go and practice so that it will be on your mind.
And where we can take the examples which you mention in this
Okay,
PPT?
you want the example?
Yes, I need example. Like
Okay, okay.
that would be very helpful.
Okay, Diksha. What I'll do, I'll ping this in the chat. I'll
And
share you this it in a notepad. I'll share it in the chat. So from the chat, you can take it. Is that fine for you?
sure, sure, sure. And how you are putting everything in comment section? Which particular key you are putting? Control A and then hash.
No, it's very simple. See here. You want the comment uncommented, or you're
Ah,
asking?
comment
Okay.
and comment. How you
So
put?
for comment, as you know, it is asterisk. Okay.
Hmm.
Once you want uncommented, control shift. Sorry, wait, even I. One second, my keyboard is not working. Nothing is working. One second. It's working. Sorry, I don't know something. Diksha, to uncomment it, what you can
Hmm.
do is like select it, control backslash. That's all. It will uncomment it.
Okay,
See
and
here.
how you comment everything?
Again, uh, see here. Again, same thing only. I'll open it again. Same type. Okay. If I have A, B, C, these three lines, right? Select
Hmm.
it, control backslash. That's all. Again, if you
Control
wanted to uncomment
backslash.
it, select, again press backslash.
Okay, control plus backslash. Okay.
Is it working for you?
I need to do actually. I am not open this
Okay, okay.
pie chart. So,
It's very easy only. You have to select everything,
hmm.
control and backslash, it will comment it. If you wanted to
Mm-hmm.
uncomment it, control plus backslash again.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm, okay. Any other doubts? I will give this PY file for you guys. Okay, so what you can do is like you can practice it in your home. In next class, if you have any doubts, we will discuss.
So next
Okay.
class will be come on Monday or
Monday. Yeah,
because
Monday.
okay.
Monday. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Diksha, for really, really attentive in class. Yeah. I'll ping you this
Yeah,
PY file.
because earlier classes was having mostly for the theories part, so that's
Mm.
why I was not able that much because my focus mainly on the Python learning and then Playwright, so that's why.
Mm. Okay. 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 Okay, Diksha. Anyone, anybody has any other doubts? Okay. Swarna, you have unmuted yourself. You have any doubts?
Yes, yes. Yeah, so Python is already taught or how the training will go?
Sorry, Swarna, come again.
No, no. Python training is already done or not? I'm just asking.
Done or not? No, we have just started. We have just started with the basics. We have few more classes in Python.
Okay, so stepwise that Python will be there, right? That
Yes,
sessions will be there.
yes, Swarna.
Okay.
We, we are just starting with the basics now. So step by step it will go on. We will not go into deep dive into Python, but whatever it is required for Playwright, definitely we will cover through.
Okay, so mainly focus on Playwright or if I
Mainly
want to
focus
learn
on.
Python
See, the main focus is on
because I
Playwright.
am very new to Python.
That's
This is the
why,
first
see,
time I.
Playwright, this course is all about Playwright with Python, not mainly for Python. Okay. So, whatever it is required for Playwright, we will cover through all the Python. Okay. Whatever it's required, we'll cover through.
So is there any links or like
Mm.
YouTube videos you can refer?
Mm. What video
That
reference? I didn't
links,
get it.
sorry,
What links you're asking for now?
for Python learning.
Mm, what link you was asking? Like any audios? Okay, I will check and ping you in the next class. Like you are asking what are the basics and all. You have in Google,
Yeah.
right? You can put whatever link you wanted.
No, no.
Basic.
Yeah, it will be there, but from your side, I'm asking, is there any good material that we can refer?
Mm, Photo material, as of now, I don't have it. Okay, so whatever I'm taking it in the class, I can give it you. I can share it to you guys. Maybe if you want, I can share this PPT as well. That is the only way I can give you. I can give you this PY file I have prepared for you people. So it's a very simple thing. You can just execute it and you can pick it. That is the way I can give it to you. Okay.
And also one request, Abigail. So for
Yeah.
this,
Yes, Diksha, go ahead.
okay. So just like whenever we you start, please tell me, like tell us how I can start creating project, like the initial, like when you open PyCharm, how you create a new project. So that
Oh,
thing also
okay.
I want to learn. The basic thing,
Okay.
like if I'm a new person and I want to write
Okay.
code, so
Yeah,
how
yeah,
I
that
can.
setup. I was about to ask that one only.
Okay, okay.
Setup
Sorry,
for this playwright and all this.
okay.
Yeah.
I didn't tell that. I'm so extremely sorry. I forgot. Okay.
No problem. So that's the
Okay.
thing I just want to learn and how I can start a
Mm, mm,
simple,
mm,
coding in PyCharm.
mm. Okay,
So
okay.
that
Okay.
thing I
I'll
want.
close this PyCharm. I will start a new PyCharm. Okay. So as soon as you installed it, you will have it here. Am I right? Open
Yes.
this PyCharm. Okay. Now, since I have this, you have it, it is getting open. Okay. But in your case, it will be a very blank screen. Okay. If you see here, you will have file, edit, view, all these things you will have it. Under file, you click on new project. Okay. So you can name your project whatever you want, you can give it. Okay, test class, something you wanted, you can just do it. Python version, automatically it will get deducted by your system. See here, it mentioned deducted in the system. You click on create. Okay, once you click on create, it will show one pop-up whether you want to open the project in this new window or a new window. Okay, if you click on this window, already project you have opened it, right? It will gone, and the whatever project you have created, that should be. If you click on new window, see here, what it says, it automatically create the virtual environment for you. The older project also, it is like a new window in Chrome, how you open the same thing only. So here you will be able to access your project, and also you will be able to access your new project as well. So once you created, this is how it will get created. See here, my project name is test class, all those things it will be there. Now I wanted to create a new py file. What you can do is right click. Okay, right click on this test class. Okay, here you will find an option called new. Under new, you will have it many options. Whether you wanted to create a file, scratch file, directory, Python package, already you have it as like Python file. You have the option. You can just click on it and you can type as any name you wanted to give. Demo, and you click on enter. Demo.py file, it will get created. Okay, so suppose you can select file, you wanted to create a text file, that is also possible. Test.txt, whatever extension you give, right extension, and you give it, it will create a text file. See here, it will create a text file. From here also you can create a Python file, for example demo1.py. If you just give .py, it means that is a Python file, that is the extension for Python. So .py, see here, this is how you have to create it. Hello, is that clear,
Yeah,
Diksha and
yes.
Swarna? Okay, so from here you can start whatever. If you wanted to write anything, you can just use it. See here, x is equal to 10. I wanted to print that X. So how do you run this is like, it's a very simple thing. You can just click on run this button. Okay, if you click on run here, it will run it. Or if you wanted to, if you are not, if it's difficult for you, right click. If you see here, it says run demo one. Or you can find the shortcut Control Shift F10. Here itself it will show you. Okay, so you can just click on this, it will run it. Why I asked you to use PyCharm is like, if there is any like syntax error or something, okay, see here, it is throwing an error. Before you execute the code, here itself it will show. This is called intelligence. Okay, this IDE will have this intelligence. Okay, something is wrong. See here, it will show you. What is it? It will show you the error. Okay, here also you will be able to find it. One error, so one error, and it is highlighting that error, unsolved preference. See here, you didn't even run it, it is showing. That's why I asked you to download this PyCharm or VS Code. Like than VS Code for debugging, PyCharm is very quite easy for the beginners. Okay, this is how you will create a new py file and you will run it. So once you start doing, you can have, I'll show you how to debug and all. So for example, I'll have print y. Okay, print y. We'll just keep it print z. Okay, so you can have debug point. If you, it's nothing. You go to this particular line, just press left click. Okay, left click of your mouse. This is called debug point. Okay, so what is mean by debug point is, you know, if you wanted to stop anywhere. Okay, so what it does is, it will stop it. Okay, so let's see. it will just enter it into a right click and debug. It will go into the debug mode. Okay, so in this line it will stop and you will be able to debug it. See here, it will not execute immediately. After you press enter, it will go. See here, step into step into my code. See here, it will go one by one. It will not immediately. eh, So you will be able to understand where my error is coming, what is the error. So for that purpose only, this debug is come. We have this thing called debug. When you have 100 lines of code, using this debug point, you will be able to understand what is happening and why it is happening. So this is how this is the purpose of this PyCharm. Is it clear?
Debugging can be covered in some other class because
Yes,
now it
yes,
is little bit
definitely. I just give
overwhelming
you a
because of
high
the
level view.
uh,
Maybe I'll do one thing in the next class. I will have some few lines of code and I will explain you. Maybe at the last class of Python, once you understand all the concepts,
correct.
I will have one big line of code. Okay, so we will have how to, I'll tell you how to debug it.
Yes, and the syntax also, please, Abigail, just a request, like how the syntax of Python works. Like, no,
Mm,
I got to know, but somehow, like, just with a small code, just try to explain the
okay,
syntax, the
I'll do
basic
one
things.
thing. I'll give you some handwritten notes or something to understand the syntax.
That would be very good. Yeah,
Okay, I'll give you that. In the next class, I'll prepare something
sure.
for you people, and I'll share it. As of now, I'll share you this PY file, whichever I have it. So you can just go through, and in the next class, I'll share you the handwritten notes.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Any other thing? Swarna, are you clear now how to use the PyCharm or not? I'll stop. Okay. If nothing else, we can wind up. I'll share you this PY file with you guys. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.